Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. 92.1 FM Radio Pesona, your best information station. Hello, good afternoon Pesona Inspira. Since it's Monday, so a special time for us to practicing our English speaking ability. And of course, because we have to speak, so you must be able to speak in I Can Speak program. And today I'm not alone because Iqbal already accompany me. Hello Iqbal.
Hello. Actually, it's been a while since I greeting Persona Inspira in I Can Speak program, and also I've already missed this program so much, and I'm sorry if there's gonna be a lot of mistake from me because it's been a while also for me to talking in English, so maybe it's gonna be a little bit awkward for me.
Even for me, it's only 1 week ago, but I will make some mistake too. So don't worry. It's okay for doing a mistake as long as we still practice and learning, right?
Okay, right. As usual, we're not gonna be alone in this program. So before we're going to introduce our guest announcer, so this is actually a collaboration program, right, Valia,
Yeah.
with FBS Unsik, right?
Yeah, right. This is collaboration program between Radio Pesona and Fakultas Bahasa and Sastra Unsik. So today we have a guest star from Unsik and of course special guest star from another
Country.
continent.
Oh, even continent.
Even continent, not only country. Okay. Maybe first of all we gonna hear the introduce from the FBF Unsik first.
Hello, Persona Inspira. I'm Z, and I the student of English literature of FBS Unsik.
Okay. And this is not your first time.
Yeah.
But I still looks that you are still nervous right
Yeah.
now.
Actually, I'm used to nervous, but I feel now it's more nervous
Why? What's wrong? What's wrong?
because we have special guest star.
It's okay. I think your English is really good to us to what is it like a sharing the experience, and maybe do you have some question for our special guest star
Yeah.
later? Okay.
Of course.
Okay, we will listen to the next guest star from FPS Unsik.
Okay, hello Persona Inspira. Welcome back with me. I'm Bria, a student of English literature as well in Unsik. And now I'm still in 4th semester, but next month or in August I'm getting 5th semester.
Okay.
I thought you will getting graduation.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But hopefully as soon as possible.
Amin. Amin. Okay, so this is the time for the special guest, our special guest to introduce themselves. I mean himself. So please, Mister.
Okay, hello to everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Harun Yusuf Ayub. I'm from Tanzania, and it is a part of East Africa, and I'm here in Indonesia at Depok from Universitas Indonesia. I'm there as a scholarship student doing a Master of Public Health Sciences in a part of reproductive health. But at this time, I have finished the last semester, and soon as possible, I'm going to have a graduation. So then today I'm here with radio personas having some sort of conversation on how are we going to talk to the program so-called I Can Speak. So then let's join together and let's speak together so that we can have some sort of conversation and improving in a part of speaking English language.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, maybe I wanna say congratulations for your thesis defense. So finally, you can come here and broadcasting with us.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And how do you feel being an announcer today?
Actually, I feel good, and I can say this is my first time being in a broadcasting like this. In my home, I have never been in radio like this. We had a conversation like this maybe in school, having a program, but not live like this, talking with other people, especially foreigners. I'm foreigners, but you are also foreigners to me. So, so we now just mixing foreigners and foreigners talking together so that we can gain some sort of things from each other. Yeah.
Okay. But how long you already been in Indonesia?
Actually, 2 tahun. 2 tahun.
2
years.
2 years now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's already been a while.
Yeah,
then.
I'm sorry. Sometime bahasa Indonesia coming in my head.
It's
just to
okay.
speak,
It's a good thing actually.
So you can speak bahasa.
A little bit,
A
yeah.
little
Sometime,
bit.
yeah. I can. The words which is coming nearby me, just coming and pronouncing without knowing by myself. So then, just take it easy. Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. It's really help us when we forget about the vocabulary in English because you still can speak bahasa. Okay.
Alhamdulillah, sedikit.
Actually, in this program, it happened a lot when we try to have a conversation in English, but at the end, English is our second language. Our first language is Indonesia. When we don't know what the right word in English, an Indonesian language suddenly come up.
Yeah, it's really common. Gak masalah ya kalau itu muncul. Dan untuk pesona inspirasi semuanya juga ya, saat ini kita lagi kedatangan satu orang bintang tamu spesial, nggak cuma dari FBS Unsik tapi juga ada Mr. Harun dari Tanzania, East Africa gitu. Jadi untuk pesona inspira yang mau bergabung bisa lewat chat atau WhatsApp di 082323839996 dan kita saat ini juga sedang live di TikTok Radio Pesona FM Wonosobo. Jadi kalau misalkan mau meninggalkan komentar atau mau salam-salam buat Mr. Harun boleh. Kita akan kembali setelah commercial break dan lagu opening song berikut ini.
To speak in English, I can speak.
To be able to voice aspiration, we must be able to speak. So here is it. I can speak.
Okay, Pesona Inspira still with I Can Speak and still with me, Iqbal Valia, and also our special announcer. There are gonna be Z, Ria, and also Mr. Harun. For today's episode, before our commercial break, we already introducing our guest announcer. And then, just like usual, we're gonna talking about our specific topic for today's episode. And for now, we're gonna talking about the role of English for worldwide learning experience.
Yeah, that's right, Iqbal. Because of we have special guest star who come from Tanzania and he used English as what is it like language for communication. So maybe we can asking anything about experience and worldwide learning experience because English it can be gateway to international education too. And maybe before we talking about general things, maybe you can tell us about your childhood. Did you use English when you was kids or just starting English in senior high school maybe or university?
Actually, to my side, as I said earlier, in previous years, to the school from elementary, it was, we were studying by using Swahili as our Tanzania language, but when I started the school, the regulation has been changed. Then they decided to school to be used the English language from kindergarten until university. Except we study Bahasa Swahili, Bahasa Tanzania as a subject so that the student can know that we have our own language and we have to know how does it spoken.
So there is specific rules that mention all the elementary or all the school has to speak English.
Yeah, that is the principle. Yeah, that's the rule.
Okay.
Everywhere, if it is government school or it is private school, they have to follow the instruction of using English language in a school. Yeah.
Okay, maybe our confirmation can copy these rules.
Okay, maybe. But let me ask to Z and Ria, since you guys in a college student, right? You're still in university. Do you think like in a junior high school, senior high school, and all of the level education in Indonesia, are they using enough English on their education or not?
Okay, in my opinion, not.
Not yet.
Based on my experience
Okay.
when I was elementary school, I don't know the recently regulation, education regulation, they use English or not. But when I was elementary school, I don't use English to study.
Okay.
There are no English subject.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then baru ada English in junior high school.
Oh, junior high school. Okay.
It's just like a grammar and vocabulary.
Yeah.
vocabulary.
I feel you.
Fancy.
We don't have like speaking practice. So we just learn the
Theoretical, huh?
theoretical, not the practice.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's why a lot of people right now, even though they understand about the rules in English,
Yeah.
they struggle when it comes to practicing,
Yes.
right?
They cannot speak it. They understand, but they cannot speak it.
Oh,
Also
yeah.
me.
They're more
Sometimes.
like afraid to say a word in English.
Yes.
Yeah, for Indonesian people, some of Indonesian people feels that speaking English is still like a challenging for them because it's really struggling, and we have gather the what is it like semangat, brave, keberanian karena belajarnya dari kecil cuma grammar dan
Yes.
tenses saja gitu ya. Pengalamannya Z gitu juga gak?
Yeah, it's the same. Just English subject is just formality subject.
Ya, aku
That's
that
right.
too.
That's right.
Yeah, just for fulfill our necessary, but not really necessary.
Oke.
Actually, I want to add something. Why we Tanzania we use English is because in my country we have a private school.
Mhm.
At the previous time, when you compare the students that who are doing good to the national examination, are those from private school and not government school, because
Okay.
at the final exam, national exam is only English, not Swahili.
Oh.
So then the government decided that to let all of the students use English language so that they can be better, all of them,
Oh,
and
okay.
not the family. The kids from the rich family, because the one are studying in private school and the one from a poor family are studying in government school. So now let make equality using English language to both of them, so that all of them they can do better in to the national exam.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we all use English language. But at the previous time, as I said, people were using Swahili from the government school.
Oh.
So they take the time now to take even the teachers, giving them a special class so that they can study English.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
There is some similar with private school in Indonesia. Always has like a good, the best output and student to speaking English. But for the government, because of we don't have any rules that asking the student to speak English. So yeah, the private school and the national school has still different output right now.
Oh yeah. Even sometimes the curriculum is also different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In maybe especially in Indonesia, people prefer to go to like school from the government. It's more, what is it? First of all, it's more cheaper in a
Yeah.
government school,
Yeah.
and then second of all, it's near their house. That's why a lot of people prefer to choose like a school in a public school. But in a private school, they're more customized. The subject is more customized. They really understand about what the parent need and what the parent want. That's why maybe like English is more common in the private school than in the public school in Indonesia. That's why.
Yeah, and we don't we don't get any help from the government to making the English as our language, common
Yeah.
language in school. Ya, jadi kayak ya inisiatif aja gitu ya. Pakai bahasa Inggris ya silakan, tapi
Yeah,
bukan
yeah.
suatu keharusan karena
Yeah.
nggak ada aturannya kalau di Indonesia
That's
ya.
right. That's right. Yes, that's why maybe we need to make Indonesia to more aware about how important to understand an English
Yes.
language.
Yeah, sure.
Agree.
Yeah. And do you think that when you mastering in English, you get some or much experience or much chance to get a study in international on another country?
Yeah, actually, English helps me a lot. Yeah, actually, when I was in primary school, back then, I was living with my both parents. But then, one of my parents died. Father. When he died, my auntie took me, and I was living with her. Actually, I was not concentrated in English, because I was in a government school and also doesn't care about speaking English. But then I was going to school. Also, my auntie took me to the special place to study English. Then I joined at that place, studying since I was young, just singing the song. Yeah, when you are
Okay.
around 7, 8, 9 years, like that, you're just like a kid. So then it just coming involuntary in my heart. Coming now, just I have to speak in English. And I started being good somehow, and I am happy when I was in secondary school. I got the first position in my country, and they offered me to visit Botswana, South Africa, and Zambia for 7 days, because I was in top 10 for the student who did good in English language. So then, actually, I'm just thankful to English language. It
Okay.
helps me a lot, yeah. And it made me to pass my national exam easily, because even though sometimes you don't know the question, what does it mean, but you can try to think more and more and try to write anything. Sometime what you try to write is going to be okay. And
Okay.
right, yeah. So then,
At least even though we don't really understand about how it works, at least we know what it means, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so is there anything that makes you feel like really struggle when you try to learning or practicing English?
Actually, at that time, it was. Because when I was joining, it was around, I had 8 years or 9 years. But there were some kids around 5 years, 6 years. They were good than me.
Oh.
So I was feeling shy because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm older than them, but they are good in speaking. They're good in each and everything, but poor me. But then, because at that place, we were studying two stuffs. We were studying English together with mathematics. So because I was good in mathematics, so they were coming to me, helping me this, and this, and this. So then I was also asking them, help me in this, and this, and this. But then I've been able to be good rather than them. Yeah. It was just like a dream, but then it became true. Yeah. Yeah. But first I was bad. Actually, I'm saying the truth. I was bad in English language. Yeah. Rather than other kids. Yeah. Because most of them were learning in private school.
Okay.
But I was learning in government school. And my auntie wanted to take me to private school, but I was not preferring to study in a private school.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it's good. Beautiful environment. The bus is there taking you to school. But then I was feeling happy with my all the friends. I want to be with them most of the time. And because I had a passion of studying, so then I said I will make it, and alhamdulillah I made it. Yeah. So
In the end, you make it, right?
So you have ever felt like insecure when you met the kids that
Yeah.
already mastering
Masters
English
a little
before
bit,
you?
yeah.
Okay, it's happening to us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. From what Mr. Harun said, that learning English and capable mastering an English language, it makes opportunities become wider, right? Maybe this is also why Z and Ria choosing English as your major in university.
Yeah.
Or what is the reason why you choose English as your major in university?
Besides avoid math because I cannot learn math, mastering math, so I chose English. And besides that, also I love English, and yeah, right, it's open a wider experience. Like right now, I met Mr. Harun, and in this program, I can be here because my English.
Okay. How about Z?
Yeah, I just like some challenging, and I feel before different like from my friends some just it's like who is better in English, and I feel it's wow for me, and many my friends feel English is just what is English. It's like it doesn't it's not important thing.
Okay.
So I feel like it's challenging for me when I can speak English and I'm being better from my friend, and I can show them that English is special thing, and we can get anything by English, like experience met with Mr. Harun or other experience. We can go abroad, or we can do something easily. Everything we can do by English like that. That's it.
Okay. And maybe the most common problem in Indonesia is people's opinion.
Yeah.
People's opinion, like maybe because they're not see the importance about learning English. They see like when you choose an English as your major in university, and then when you graduate, what are you gonna do with your English? Especially in Indonesia, there's not a lot of job who are including an English as special skill that you need. That's why people assuming that when you're learning English, it's almost wasting of time, something like that.
Not only people opinion, but also doctor grammar. Many people, Indonesian people, I mean, when listening someone who's speaking English, they try to correction. They try to making us feels like burden, feels like it's really hard to speak because there will show so much correction from another person. But actually when we want to try our speaking ability, it's really help us to get so much knowledge from the English, right? Ya, jadi kadang tuh kita kayak deg-degan duluan, takut dikoreksi gitu kan.
Grammar police.
Grammar police, and then kepikirannya gitu juga karena banyak orang-orang yang kepikiran ulah bahasa Indonesia aja lah, bahasa Jawa aja lah
Iya,
gitu ya.
betul. Apalagi untuk orang-orang yang memang tinggal di kota-kota kecil kayak Wonosobo
Betul
seperti
sekali.
ini. Orang akan lebih jauh menghargai kalau kita memang menggunakan bahasa daerah seperti itu kan daripada kita menggunakan bahasa Inggris.
Okay. Anyway, because of English is your communication in Indonesia, even you can speak bahasa a little bit, but I think you have some cross-cultural experience, right? Like, what is it, culture shock too? And maybe you can tell us some experience that shows the cross-cultural, or what is it, like a
The
culture
shocking
shock?
thing that you came in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Actually, as they say, they come from the island,
Yeah.
and Indonesia consists many islands.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I understand since I came here, the culture of the people from the people that are coming from the island look like the same.
Oh, just
no different.
just like hometown.
Because as I say, there we are 99% Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Indonesia, most of you are
Yeah.
Muslim.
Yes.
So the way you wear is the way that we wear in my country. Maybe a little bit in a food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I'm just always saying this: you do not put salt when you cook rice.
Okay.
Yeah, we always put salt.
Oh,
Yeah.
we never did that.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
that made it difficult to me, and I always cook by myself.
Oh,
Yeah. But when I go everywhere, I just eat anything.
Oh.
I don't like to show people that I don't like. Yeah, that the truth. Yeah.
is that work differently when the rice is already being cooked and then you just put
No.
salt?
I'm
and
medical personnel. I cannot do that stuff. Yeah.
so it worked differently with that.
Yeah.
Okay. But what is that Indonesian food that you already try, but I think it's just not for you?
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
think it's not really it's not my style, something like that. Indonesian food.
Actually, noodle.
Not all.
Why?
We don't have noodle in Tanzania.
Really?
Nggak ada.
At all?
Yeah.
Even like a homemade noodle or instant noodle or any kind of noodle?
Nggak.
How can? Even
True, sure.
at least pasta.
There are, but we also not eating a lot. Especially in Tanzania mainland, I think they
Oh,
eat it. But
okay.
in Zanzibar, nah. We almost use maybe singkong,
Oh
cassava,
iya.
banana.
Ya, kita juga ada di sini.
Sweet potato, yeah.
Kita di
like
sini
that.
juga iya.
Because we eat rice only once per day, only lunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe morning you get cassava and soup, night maybe roti and soup, but afternoon should be rice. If it is nasi putih, if it is nasi kebuli,
Oh,
if it is
Mm-hmm.
whatever, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Oh
think-
my god.
I think your life is really healthy.
Amazing.
And Indonesia eat too much.
Yeah.
we have eat rice 3 times a day.
Rice means meal.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
rice, no meal.
Since I came here, wherever I go, if morning, evening, night, it's
Yes.
rice, and rice.
rice,
yeah.
rice.
It was very hard, but now at least I can do it. And because when we cook rice, we should have a soup.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like sayur.
Okay.
But here, sometimes we eat rice only with chicken.
Yeah.
It was also hard, but now I can eat it. Yeah, it was hard.
Nasi dan geprek itu sudah cukup. Okay, that's like a new thing for me. Like I didn't expect that your country, like a relatively person, eat noodles. Oh, that's weird.
I've never seen it. Yeah, I've seen it when I came here the first time, and I tried to test it, but then still not good to my taste. So then I left it. Yeah.
But you already tried instant noodle.
I tried, but then I don't know.
Homemade noodles, like the people who cook it by
It was
those.
canteen.
Oh, canteen
Oh,
canteen
okay.
university.
Food canteen.
When I tested it, I said, no, this cannot be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for the first time when you arrive in Indonesia, maybe you has some, what is it, like a memorable memory about what is it, like membeli makanan, or maybe just meeting some friends that
Oh,
you think
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's really different with my country. The culture is really different, maybe.
What is the most different culture that
Different
it's
culture
really
with-
contrast with your country?
At the first time, I was understanding that seeing the woman doesn't have hijab in Indonesia
Oh,
is Christian at all.
Yeah. You're assuming like Muslim must wear a hijab.
That is what we have in my country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you cannot see the
Mashallah.
woman hair. Yeah. So I was
okay.
believing that every woman without hijab
It's a Christian.
Christian. So then,
Okay.
but then when I was working with my classmate, because in my classmate we are 10 students,
Oh, okay.
but I'm the only one international student, and I am the only one man.
Oh,
All of them
really?
are girls. Yeah. So when they tell me let's go to lunch, we went to lunch and see them at the time of Salat.
Okay.
They went to pray, while some of them.
Not wearing hijab.
Wearing hijab, but wants
Then
to pray.
I asked him why. They said in Indonesia, not compulsory. If you want, you wear. If not,
Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
problem. You say, oh,
It's your decision, right?
it's quite different. I said, this is very new to me.
But what is your first impression about Indonesia? Like the first thing that come up in your mind when you want to go to Indonesia, like what is something pop up in your mind?
Actually, I wanted to see the people that I was always seeing them through television. I
Oh,
have to say the truth. We have this. We always see this Rabana in television.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, even the people of my country, when we have Maulid in Nabi,
okay.
they play Rabana like that. Yeah.
From Indonesia?
Yeah, they know, they memorize, and they sing it at the way you sing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. some of them from Malaysia, I think.
Oh,
because
okay.
we
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
share,
yeah,
so
yeah.
then
We share.
we just see the cap that you wear.
Oh.
Hijab is cap for women.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
so
yes.
then sometimes even men, like they have their own cap, which is like.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was just wanted to see how do they look like? How
In real life?
Yeah, we only see them in a TV, but
Okay.
now I'm just going to meet with them.
Okay.
But what I got, I've seen, as I said, people from the islands used to be very calm, kind,
Okay.
and I don't like to speak about this, but I think religious, the one that made it happening. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But-
that,
Have you ever saw them in real life after you came to Indonesia, like showing people who doing Rabana and the things in Indonesia?
Yeah, many places. Even in UI, sometimes we used to have halal bil halal.
Okay.
They welcome them. So then I just using my hair doing like this. Yeah, I'm just enjoying. But then actually very interesting.
Okay.
Oke, setelah ini mungkin kita akan break dulu Iqbal dan kita akan ngobrolin lagi tentang scholarship dari Mr. Harun yang sudah
Benar.
dilaluinya ya.
Benar. Ini kan yang menarik adalah dia adalah salah satu mahasiswa yang datang ke Indonesia karena adanya beasiswa atau scholarship. Kita pengen tahu scholarshipnya selama di Indonesia prosesnya kayak gimana nih.
Benar
Pak?
banget. Oke.
I like my freedom, but
So here is it. I can speak.
Yes, to be able to voice opinion, you must be able to voice. So this is I Can Speak, still with Iqbal and of course Valia, and we talking about the role of English for worldwide learning experience. And we already talks about Mr. Harun experience, and then we already knows that Mr. Harun is a scholarship awardee that already passed the thesis defense. So maybe there is some persona inspira who curious about how he get the scholarship. So maybe you can tell us the story or maybe the step by step why you get scholarship in Universitas Indonesia.
Yes, well, actually, to everyone saying that studying in Universitas Indonesia is very hard.
Yeah.
But what I've seen studying in Universitas Indonesia is very easy.
Okay.
Yeah, not much hard. Yeah, it's depend on how you prepare yourself. Yeah, yeah. But because Indonesia has many people, so then not all of them can study over there. So then others will have to study in another university. This is not different with my island, which is Zanzibar. We have also the State University of Zanzibar, SUZA, which is the highest university in Zanzibar. Everyone wish to study there because it's the best university over there. But because they take the limited number, so others have to go to another university. So then, to me, joining to the Universitas Indonesia and getting a scholarship, it wasn't in my mind. Just someone helping me. He was my professor when I was doing bachelor. He just telling me that there is some scholarship from Indonesia and it's from UI. If you want, I will send a link and then you can apply for it. Actually, he sent the link to me and I fill each and everything. It doesn't have many stuffs to send. Yeah, it is easy to apply. But then after that, I had an interview and I used just like a 45 minutes Yeah, having Zoom meeting with some of professors from UE. They asked me a different questions. I was replying the question they were asking. But then before finishing, they said, just prepare yourself and come Indonesia. It was just like, how is just like this? But maybe the way that I was answering the question, maybe the way that I was very confident. Yeah, but then they've chosen me and telling me that just come here, and I come here. Yeah.
How if your professor never telling you about the scholarship in Indonesia? Did you ever hear about Indonesia before?
Actually, I was hearing about this, but when I applied for the scholarship, I had only 1 year in my job.
Okay.
Yeah, because at that time, I had finished my bachelor. So then the principle in my country, if you want to study again, you have to work for 2 years, and then you can apply for studying again if you want to be paid as normal. So then I was not thinking about studying because I had only 1 year. But then after getting the information, I just said, let me apply for this. And when I get the chance, I will know to deal with my boss.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when I talked to my boss. It was very hard. But then my boss told me that go to the Ministry of Health, take some money that can take your part. Because we were 3 workers in my office. Because I am nursing officer, Perawatan officer from the university. So then, because I'm the only one nurse, so then they said that no one can take it. So then go Minister of Health, ask them to give someone that will take your part. When you go back, he will go back to his office. So then I asked someone, he come and replaced me. Then I got opportunity of coming here.
Okay, it's interesting not only because of you entered the best university in Indonesia for our people, for my people, I mean, but also because you choose the public health.
Yeah.
Is there any, what is it like, you have some reason why you choose this major?
Actually, I can say this to Indonesia and Tanzania, we have something different. At the previous year, those people who are studying Perawatan, I mean nursing, when they arrive the 3rd year to enter in last year, which is 4th year, men are supporting to study mental health, and women are supporting to study bidan, I mean midwifery. So at that time, we had nursing and mental health, and we have nursing and midwifery. But it has been seen most of the students, especially women, doesn't like to study midwifery. So then the government announced everyone who study nursing, he should study midwifery. Even though you are girl or boy, I mean, you have to study it. So then when I joined to the university, the rules has been changed. So I have to study nursing and midwifery, which is Perawatan and Bidan.
Okay.
So then because I know each and everything about Bidan, I said, let me study public health, but in reproductive health.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is related.
Okay, it's more win-win solution.
Yeah. So then, because there are many, there is health promotion, there is epidemiology in biostatistic, the hospital administration. But then I said, according to my bachelor, I better take this reproductive health. Hope, because at the first time I was working in a hospital, in a maternity. But then after 1 year, the government took me to the university as a nursing officer. So I said, if I will study reproductive health, it will be easy changing my position from Perawatan officer to maybe assistant lecturer in midwifery class, because I know about midwifery and now I got a reproductive health. So in a combination of this, I hope I will be assistant lecturer when I go back home. Yeah.
As you said before that you facing the interview by Zoom meeting, is there any question that really specific or related with the major, or only, what is it, like common question only?
Actually, most of the questions were the common questions,
Okay.
not concerning with my faculty.
Maybe you can give us some like,
example.
example.
Okay, nggak apa-apa. At the first time, they're just giving you time to introduce yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, to the question that I'm going to ask you, just like why you choose Indonesia. And this not only for Indonesian. In every scholarship that we are going to apply, if you have an interview, they will ask you, why Indonesia? They want to know, how do you know about it? So once I applied for this and saying I'm going to be in an interview, I study about Indonesia a little bit. Yeah. And also they ask, why UI?
Mhm.
Yeah, because here we have many university in Indonesia. Why UI? Then I just try to say many things are good things about UI. Yeah, and finishing with saying that I will take the flag of Indonesia. I mean of UI in a high way. I will tell everyone about UI. Yeah, then it was very interested somehow, and also they ask also why public health. For the question that is going Pacific is only this: why public health? And then to the next question. What will you do once you finish your master degree to UI and to Indonesia and together to your country? What will you do?
Okay.
So just replying, I will try to, what can I say in English? I will try to make it knowing everywhere. Everyone has to understand where in Indonesia, what is UI, what I've got there. So everyone should understand about it. So then the question was like that, but they were giving me a lot of time to speak. Yeah. And because it was Fajr, because we have the different time from here in the countries, it's around 4 hours. Yeah. Here, if it is 10 a.m., there it is like 6 a.m. Yeah. So then it was Fajr.
Yeah.
It was Fajr, yeah. It was Fajr, and my son woke up, yeah, telling my wife, just stop him, but he cannot stop.
Okay.
He came to me then, they said, okay, no problem, just sit with him and talk to us.
Okay.
So then he was here while I'm just doing interview.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they said, you are coming here, how about your family and baby? I said, this will wait for me. But what am I doing is for them and not for me at all. Yeah. Once I'm going to finish, maybe the salary will be gained. Then I'm not the one I'm going to use. These are the one that are going to be. Are going to use my money because they're studying in a good school. I pay a lot of money for them. So then they have to let me go and study.
Okay. So that's mean you already not met your family for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. Yeah.
You already miss them a lot, right?
A lot, but my sons and daughters, they are the one calling me every night. Yeah, they take the phone from their mom and calling. Sometimes their mom is busy, but they know my number. I don't know why they go back and call.
They remember your number, maybe.
Yeah, they know my number.
Okay, so talking about the step by step to get a scholarship, you only facing the interview test. No, there is no like like a paper test.
Yeah, for UI there is no. Yeah, that's why I said this scholarship was very simple to apply. Other scholarship used to have a lot of stuff to fill. But for UI it's very easy. You can use only 1 hour to finish it and everything.
To Iqbal, it's very easy to enter UI. Try it. To enter UI,
Actually,
try
I
it.
still not graduated yet, so I'm gonna wait for that.
For scholarship that are in Indonesia, there are 2 kinds of scholarship. Which is university scholarship and KNMB scholarship. The KNMB scholarship is from the government of university. Government of Indonesia, which is from the Ministry of Education. So this has many stuff to do if you want to get the scholarship, because you have to apply it. You will have a psychological test. If you study about what can I say? If you're going to study about engineering, you will do the exam, which related to what are you going to study, a paper base. They give you the time to do. Actually, the questions are going to be multiple choice, but you have to work on it because there is a calculation. So you do calculation and pick the answer. There are the answer, but you cannot know the correct answer until you make it calculation. Yeah. So then if anyone from out of Indonesia, because this scholarship is for foreigners, want to study by using by KNMB scholarship, he has to prepare himself or herself a lot because it has many stuff to do. But if you go to the scholarship of the university direct, doesn't have many stuff. They will have only interview face to face, then finishing.
So this is a new insight for us to who wants to get some scholarship. So you can choose the easy one. Like like a scholarship direct from the university, right? Okay. Jadi kalau mau dapat beasiswa yang gampangnya gitu caranya ya.
And I think I know the reason why, like, our government in Indonesia, it's a little bit picky when they give a scholarship to like Indonesian student, because a lot of Indonesian students who get a scholarship in another country, in the end, they choose to stay in another country and not come back to Indonesia. They choose to
Some
stay.
of them.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, almost a lot of people, like, they choose to stay in another country and they start working there rather than come back to Indonesia and work here. That's why our government a little bit picky when it comes to scholarship to another country. That's why.
Actually, that is not only for you. Even in my country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because the life is not good at well. So then people, when they get the opportunity, going outside, especially Canada, UK, America, not easy to come back. Even Australia, yeah. When they get that opportunity, they disappeared. Most of them, yeah.
It happened in Indonesia also.
But we have a different perception. To me, I can live anywhere, but not for so long. I can stay like this maybe 2 years, 3 years for the special purpose to do. But telling me to live in Indonesia for the whole life, I cannot.
Okay.
Because this is not because of my family, wife and kids, no. This is because the family to me is not only wife and kids. My mother, my aunties, my neighbors are all my family. So what I have to do to helping them to what I have. As a medical personnel, I have friends. Sometimes at the night time, someone is sick, they call me. I try to provide help to them. So this is giving me more, what can I say, impression of coming back home and not living anywhere else. And also, even though the life not good at all, but there is home. I have to respect it.
Even though life is hard, there are someone who's waiting for you.
I actually like my home. I love it a lot. Wherever. I mean, you cannot tell me to live in UK, in America. No. Let me go there for the period of time, 2 years, 3 years for studying, or maybe if there is a job that am I supporting to do for 2 years, 3 years, I can. But after that, let me go back home.
Anyway, I will asking about your wife. Maybe it's a bit out of topic, but I'm curious. When you already facing your scholarship in Universitas Indonesia, did your wife think that I want to play too? I want to apply the scholarship in UI too.
Yeah, actually, my wife cannot because she's first finishing. Here you call if not D3, D4 like that. Not bachelor, diploma.
Oh, diploma.
Or
Okay.
procurement.
Okay.
But because she didn't get employment, so then I stopped her to study again. I told her, let's fight for the job. When you get the job, while you get the salary, you can study.
Okay.
But no need to study again while the faculty that you study not good at all. She studied about procurement. You know about procurement?
I never.
Procurement
it's
just
my
like-
first time to hear it.
Procurement is just like the one who deal with selling and buying from the office, purchasing the stuff.
So like selling and marketing
Yeah,
in
like
one
selling and
set.
market. Yeah,
Oh,
they call
okay.
it procurement. So then in Zanzibar, there are no many companies. So not easy to get employment. Yeah.
Okay.
Even the government, when they provide employment opportunity, maybe 2 to 3 people, and there are many. So then, and getting the job is lucky. Not everyone can get it. So then I told her, stop taking Bachelor of Procurement until you get the job. Then you can study while.
Okay.
Yeah. So then she cannot join because if you want to come here, it's for Magister and not
Okay.
for Bachelor.
Okay, and from the deepest of your heart, do you wanna give recommendation to your friends to take scholarship in Indonesia or
Actually,
no?
yes,
Yeah?
yes, for
Okay.
sure. Because life of Indonesia is very easy, very cheap.
Yeah.
Quite different with other places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we get stipend like 3.5 juta. And you all know about Jakarta, how it is. Very expensive somehow. But actually, to me, always saying that it's enough. Because I cook myself. I do each and everything by myself. I always chuchi by myself. Because that is what we have in my country. We are not familiar taking the clothes to the laundry. We always wash our
by
clothes at home. That is very difficult. If I'm going to open the shop maybe for washing, for cleaning the clothes, I think maybe per day I can get one person. Yeah.
Okay.
So then the life in Indonesia is very easy,
Yeah.
very cheap. If you try to live in a good way. If you like to spend, not enough.
Okay.
If you like to spend, there's no word enough.
Okay, maybe there is some question who will come from Z or Ria.
Okay, like based on Mr. Harun experience that he came from Africa, and I also plan to go abroad actually, and in my little heart, I don't want to go back to Indonesia, but based on Mr. Harun experience, oh yeah, I still have a family. I have to come back if I really benar-benar bisa beneran go to abroad, I have to come back to family. I rethink it again, and yeah, it makes me motivate. It's okay. Maybe someday I have to go abroad or live there for some time, but I have to come back to my hometown like
Okay.
that.
So it just feels like you get some new insight from Mr.
Yes.
Harun when
Yeah.
you have dream to
To
go
go
abroad. You wants to not come back to Indonesia, but after he listen the Mr. Harun
Yeah.
experience, you wants to come back.
But I think because living in Indonesia is not that easy.
Okay.
Especially the opportunity is not
Yes.
that much. It's not that
Yes.
wide. There's a very strict rules in Indonesia if you want to get the opportunity. If you don't know anyone, it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard for you to get opportunity. It's so
Yeah.
segmented for me.
And all things in Indonesia always have to pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need enough money to pay any what is it like
Yes.
services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Government services.
And insider as well.
Okay.
Yeah, insider. We need a networking
Yes,
to do everything.
networking.
Okay. That's the fake.
Yes.
That's why maybe a lot of Indonesian college students choose to stay when they got a scholarship abroad. That's why maybe a lot of people just like, I think life is here is not that bad rather than in Indonesia.
Yeah.
There are like back then, like a couple months ago, there are also hashtag in Indonesia kabur aja dulu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people assuming that live outside of Indonesia is easier than
Yeah.
live in Indonesia.
Maybe not the country itself, but the government. Sorry to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can add something. People are believing or understanding different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are staying in the UK or Canada, to the place that you're going to live, you can pay more than $1,000.
Okay.
You understand? But I'm in Indonesia. I pay maybe like 500 rupiah, like that. So then sometime you get a little money over here, but you can use them and do a big things. But there you get a lot of money. Maybe per month you get $5,000.
Yeah.
But remember, $1,000 for house.
Yes.
All right.
Got it.
$500 is for water and electricity. $500 is for food. You have to have another money for maybe medical if any problem happen. And I don't know about Indonesia, but to my country, if you are abroad, everyone knowing that you have a lot of money. Per day, you can receive even 10 calls. I need money.
Oh,
And some problem, all of them are going to be given to you.
yeah. It's also happening in
So then
Indonesia.
you have to help them.
Yeah, it's
So
happening.
you can live there while you cannot do anything good.
Yeah. It's happening in Indonesia. When you maybe work in another country, people assuming that you have a lot of money. Yeah, you have assuming.
This happening to me when I finished diploma of nursing and midwifery. I got a job in Tanzania mainland, which is far from home. If I take a boat, is 1 hour and a half. Then I have to take a bus for 1 day reaching the place. I went until there, and the salary is good rather than to my island. But when I arrived there, after signing each and everything, I received another letter through email. You are supposed to report to the office by tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Then I changed my mind. I said I go back home. I know if I am home, even though I get a little, I can make something better. And I work only for 1 year, and I got my own house. Yeah. Because of what? I am home, I know how to limit it. But if I am far, I have to send maybe 3 juta per month for my wife to spend with kids. But if I'm there, I know what should be eaten. I can buy a couple of rice, I can buy each and everything, then I can give him a little money to spend. But if you are not there every time, we have this, send this, send this.
I got it.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
also in Indonesia because we have a lot of population.
Yeah.
Our population is kind of like huge.
Yeah.
The opportunity is less when a lot of people want it. Like a couple weeks ago, there's like a job fair
Yeah.
in Jakarta. They are crowded
Yeah.
as hell. That's why like a lot of people need a job. That the opportunity is not that much.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
a lot of people assuming that maybe when we cannot found an opportunity in Indonesia, let's find an opportunity in another country.
Yeah.
And their mindset is, even though you get less in another country, but when you convert it to Indonesian rupiah, it got much.
Yeah.
course.
That's it. Yeah.
Oke, mungkin karena kita udah terlalu lama ngobrolnya, kita kasih lagu lagi yuk sebelum
Boleh.
kita berpindah ke segmen berikutnya karena nggak terasa nih bentar lagi udah mau jam 2 aja Iqbal. Jangan
Oke.
kemana-mana, tetap di I Can Speak 92,1 FM Radio Pesona, stasiun informasi terbaikmu.
Welcome back to 92.1 FM Pesona Radio, your best information station. Still with I Can Speak, we still accompany you until the end of the program.
Yeah, we will give a duration bonus because we still want to, talk with Pesona Inspira, and of course now we gonna move to another segment which is Learn with Pesona.
Yeah, for Pesona Inspira who forget about our segment, so this is the segment which gonna give Pesona Inspira some vocabulary. Maybe Pesona Inspira can use it in your daily activity. So this is Learn with Pesona.
What's your new vocab today? Kosakata baru apa hari ini? Let's enriching our vocab. Perkaya kosakata baru hari ini bersama Learn with Pesona. I can speak.
Ya, di segmen Learn with Pesona kita akan berbahasa Indonesia ya. Jadi untuk Pesona Inspira yang ingin mengkoleksi kata-kata dalam bahasa Inggris, teman-teman dari FBS Unsik sudah menyiapkan beberapa kosakata baru yang mungkin bisa ditulis, kemudian bisa dihafalkan dan dipraktekkan dalam bahasa Inggris nantinya oleh Pesona Inspira. Sekarang langsung aja nih Zi sama Ria mau bagiin kata apa aja, silakan.
Of course, the first one we have proficiency. Proficiency pakai Y, it means kemahiran.
Kemahiran.
Yes.
Oke, selanjutnya
The second one we have medium.
medium.
Ya, tulisannya medium. Bisa. It means media or
Media atau sarana.
Yeah.
Oke.
And
Vocab berikutnya.
we have resources. Resources. Tulisannya it means sumber. And then we have communication.
Ya.
It's similar with Indonesian vocabulary. It means komunikasi.
Oke, jadi tadi ada proficiency, medium, resource, dan communication.
Yes.
Selanjutnya Zi mau kasih kosakata baru apa hari ini?
Kemudian sama yang seperti terakhir disebutin Ria tadi, kita punya vocab yang mirip ya. Terus yang satunya lagi ada collaboration yang artinya kolaborasi di dalam Indonesia. Dan cara bacanya itu collaboration.
Collaboration ya.
Yeah.
Oke, collaboration. Selanjutnya
Kemudian ada yang mirip lagi globalization yang artinya globalisasi dalam bahasa Indonesia. Kemudian ada scholarship yang artinya beasiswa.
ya.
Dan ada e-learning atau yang biasanya kita gunakan untuk pembelajaran secara daring atau online ya, online course. Kemudian ada academic, similar juga di Indonesia kita menyebutnya academic.
Akademik. Hanya penulisannya kalau akademik itu pakai C ya.
Ya,
Academic gitu ya.
academic.
Oke, kalau tambahan kosakata baru dari Valia ada scholarship awardee, penerima beasiswa. Kalau Iqbal mau nambahin kosakata nggak nih?
Nambahin kosakata apa ya? Mungkin Valia dulu deh.
Udah tadi.
Oh udah. Aku
oke,
mau
tadi.
nambahin karena hari ini kita ngomongin soal experience, chances, dan juga opportunity. Jadi itu 3. Experience, chances, and opportunity. Experience pengalaman, chances kesempatan, opportunity juga kesempatan.
Nggak ada yang baru ya, itu aja ya. Oke.
Yeah.
Maybe do you wanna give some new vocabulary for Pesona Inspira or our listener?
Actually, I think no need because these one are enough. But I want to say something to the Indonesian. It's very easy to study English because most of the words look like the same. The difference is only pronunciation.
Oke.
As you have communication and there you say komunikasi.
Yeah.
So you only change the word from communication to komunikasi.
Komunikasi,
So then it's easy for you to remember.
Yeah.
Even there where I am studying, I just hear a lot of word like fakultasis, faculty,
Yeah.
like that. So then it's easy.
Yeah.
You just take the word from your language and memorize it in English.
Oke.
And then practice.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay.
Banyak bahasa yang mirip kalau kata Mr. Harun ya. Jadi tinggal dipraktekin aja Pesona Inspira. Oke deh, karena kita saat ini sudah melewati jam tayang nih ya.
Betul.
Jadi kita udah waktunya untuk mendengarkan closing statement dari setiap tamu kita nih. Mungkin dari Z dulu boleh. Ya, dari tadi karena Valia kangen banget sama suara Z ya, jadi Z dulu ya.
Yeah, according what I feel now, yeah. Confidence doesn't need fluency, but fluent need confidence.
Oke, confident doesn't need fluency, but
fluent need confidence.
okay, that feels like a quote.
Yeah.
Okay, how about Ria?
Okay, so today I got so many new insight. So I want to say keep learning and hard work, then opportunities will come to you.
Okay. Okay, please. Mr.
To
Harun.
me, actually, as we are young generation and we want to make our dream come true, I just want to tell you, let's fight for what we want. Hope we'll get it, inshallah. Just let's fight, yeah.
Let's fight. Apapun yang kamu inginkan, let's fight. Ayo berjuang bersama-sama. Kalau Valia, if there is someone asking me, do you believe every student should learn English? I will say yes, I do. Because English is not only language but also bridge to success. Wes.
Oke.
Oke. Tinggal Iqbal nih, belum boleh tepuk tangan sebelum Iqbal mengucapkan closing statementnya
Okay,
ya.
from Mr. Harun, for me, I get a very beautiful word from what he said that back then, a lot of Indonesian people try to get opportunities in another country. They try to get a work in another country and try to leave Indonesia behind. But from what he say is, even though another country have a lot of opportunity, but our hometown is where our family lives.
Ada lucu.
That is where the place that we need to come back.
Selalu ada rumah untuk dituju ya. Oke deh, terima kasih banyak untuk Pesona Inspira yang sudah mendengarkan dari awal I Can Speak bersiaran, dan tentunya I Can Speak juga akan kembali lagi setiap hari Senin di jam yang sama. Akhir kata saya Valia.
I'm Harun.
I'm Ria.
I'm Z.
And I'm Iqbal Santosa. We're signing out. Wassalamualaikum
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye. Bye.